Welcome to WTDC-25, the World Telecommunication Development Conference being held here in Baku in Azerbaijan. And I've got the great pleasure of being joined in the studio today by engineer Flavien Bachabi, who is the president of the board of ARCEP in Benin, which is the Autorité de Régulation des Communications Électroniques et de la Poste. So it's the regulatory authority of electronic communications and postal services. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, let me talk a little bit about, first of all, the WTDC-25. We're here at halfway mark in the conference. I wanted to ask you, what are your impressions of WTDC-25? Why is it important, and what do you hope will be some of the key takeaways?
Thank you, Mas. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity, to say that it was with great pleasure that I received invitation to attend this event. And I want to seize the opportunity to thank, the leadership of ITU, along with the high authorities of Azerbaijan, for facilitating my entry and stay in this country. Now coming to the event itself, I'm here at the conference to celebrate the merit of multilateralism and partnership, and to also share experience and ideas about the challenges and the opportunities we have in the sector, as long as we make sure that we take advantage of all the advancements happening in the sector. So for me, it's very important to contribute to the ICT that is shaping the world, including my country. The theme of this WTDC edition, universal, meaningful, and affordable connectivity for an inclusive and sustainable digital future, hits the nail on the head, in the sense that it cannot be better chosen. It brings up all the problematic of making digital connectivity not only available, but affordable. And this is a challenge that all the ITU member countries are dealing with, particularly in the African countries, including Benin. Africa is at a pivotal moment in this digital transformation, in a world increasingly shaped by digital technologies and services and AI now. Millions of Africans, mostly young Africans, remain disconnected, not by choice, just because they don't have the opportunities. And when I say opportunities, it's opportunities to get affordable connectivities. The African population is young, with average 60% under 25. And its youth is brimming with energy, with creativity, with potential, and is eager to take advantage of the opportunities that come with telecommunication development and digital transformation of the countries. And there are all reasons for the young Africans to nurture hope, as according to World Bank and other financial institutions and serious institutions like the ITU predict that by 2030 the ICT sector can generate millions of jobs. And those are things those young people are looking for.
Let's talk a little bit about Benin. Benin is doing remarkable work in advancing digital transformation, which you just mentioned. I wanted to ask you, perhaps you could share a few examples with us.
Yeah, in Benin, we, since 2016, the sitting president, His Excellency Patrice Talon, made it a priority. So ICT was a priority in the government program, because we see ICT, and he sees ICT as a transversal, technology that all the other sectors, agriculture, it could be medicine, education, can use, to roll out their plans. So, and he made it as a priority. In that sense, he put a lot of, not only political emphasis on it, but means. He invested a lot in the fiber backbone for the country, and he overhauled all the organization to make sure that ICT becomes a priority. So he has not only elevated ICT to the government level, but also he created, for example, the Digital Advice Council that he chairs himself, so that he can make sure that all his instruction and guidelines are understood. And then the ministry used to be Ministry of Transport and Communication, and so he changed. It became Ministry of Digitalization and Communication. So also created some agencies that are operational arms of a ministry to make sure that all the projects are taken care of properly, because he understood the ministry as a political institution is not well equipped to lead projects. Even though they can come up with projects, design projects, etc., but to roll out projects, he needs arms. So he created those agencies.
Excellent. What are the main challenges in Benin? Are they connectivity? Are they in training? What are cybersecurity? What are the principal challenges that you're facing, do you think?
The challenges we face because the growth we have experienced in the country is something we didn't see coming, even though this is something we were looking for. For example, internet penetration in 2016 was 19%.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And now it's 74%.
That's an incredible jump, yeah.
And the telephone penetration from 42% now, if you take into account multiple SIMs, mm-hmm. it's 140%.
Yeah,
but single SIMs, mm-hmm. we are 84%.
Right, that's great.
4G, 90% of the country is covered. Mm-hmm. 5G, which we launched just 2 years ago, right. 30% of the country is covered. And now, in terms of digitalization, all the administration services have been digitized. Now we have overall 300 services digitized. You can get, your criminal record, mm-hmm. your birth certificate from home. Your visa is online. Everything, you pay all the taxes online. It's something he has done. And in terms of education, all the universities are connected.
Right.
So e-education mm-hmm. is something done within the country and between the country and other countries.
A lot of data, a lot of personal data going around there. Are people resistant to that, or are they embracing it?
People are embracing, even though now with the growth of traffic, we are having cybersecurity problems. Mm-hmm. We have a cybersecurity problem, but what the president did very well is, from the outset, he set up what we call code du numérique. That's the digital code, right. which is the legal framework of the whole sector, taking into account network issues, e-commerce. ARCEP, the mm-hmm. regulator, yes. has been empowered, universal service, personal data protection, etc. And because of that, now we know how to deal with. And then he created a cybersecurity service, well equipped. So we are fighting that. It's a challenge because most of the people caught are young people. So that's a problem for us.
Of course, absolutely. Yeah. No, and not just for you, but all the world over, I think. In terms of the key takeaways from this conference, what do you hope to go back with at the end of this conference? What do you hope will be achieved here?
I think that number one, we are discussing how to set a roadmap, strategy for development of communication in all countries, not only developing countries. Okay? And that will be implemented over the next 4 years. That is a very important takeaway for us. And also, we have bilateral meetings with many our peers and many countries, and we will take advantage of that as well. Again, we got updated on what the ITU can provide as training in addition to what they used to. And that is a takeaway, very important for us, because training, there has no price for training. When you train your people, frankly, it's priceless.
Well, Engineer Flavien Bachabi, thank you so much for joining us in the studio and sharing a few valuable insights with us. Of course, we could go on for longer, but we have a limited amount of time, and I'm sure you've got plenty of things to do. But thanks so much for joining us in the studio, and hopefully we can catch up with you again in the near future and hear some more from you.
Definitely. It will be my pleasure.
Thank you very much indeed.
No, thank you, Marv. Thank you very much.
And if you've enjoyed this interview, which I'm sure you will have, check out our other interviews on our YouTube channel, our podcast, wherever you get your podcasts from. And for further information, visit our website at www.itu.int/WTDC-25. Thank you for tuning in.